We are from the first group in innovative technology, and we want to start our presentation. And the topic is computer assisted language learning in ELT context. So we let me introduce our member in this group first. There is Arvito Leo Chandra. Hi Vito, say hi. Say hi Vito.
Hi.
And there is Muhammad Yusuf Firdaus, or you can call him Ucu. Hello,
Hi.
Ucu.
Hi,
And
hello.
there is Sister Aulia Carolline. Hello, sister.
Hi.
And me as moderator, my name is Nabila Syaskia ini. So, we move to the first slide. History of call. Call in the 1950 and 1960. In 1955, the University of Illinois collaborating with a business partner called Plato system, this is a system which the first and most significant application for teaching learning. And the history of call in 1907 and 98. In this period, the classification of computers was divided into three categories: mainframe computers, mini computers, and microcomputers. The former category was room-sized machine. Call research in this period focused on video disk technology, a high-volume storage system. Its technology allowed less powerful computers which commonly relied on textual exercise to go beyond the behaviorist models of instruction. And the call in 1990s, this is the multimedia call environment is the one cited so far, provide an overview of the types of feeders likely to be offered among dozens of new publicity of call. Those points are useful to decide the possibility and desire in multimedia context among many non-narrative materials that do not accommodate the guidelines.
And the next, the general description about the definition of call. Call is an approach to teaching and learning in which the computer and computer-based research, such as the internet, are used to present, reinforce, and assess material to be learned. And the characteristic of call, CMC comes in two forms. First, asynchronous, such as email and forum, and synchronous, such as text and voice that this learn can communicate in target language where speaker simply 24 hours a day. Learner can communicate one-on-one or one to many, as well as share audio and video file. And the design of call is call cover that issues of material design, technology, theories of pedagogical and instruction modes, science, the nature of computer has changed, call persistent, develop pedagogy and technology advance in both hardware and software. Call can be implemented in and out of the class. It can be used in the classroom as an honor for good learners or reinforcement tool for students who work at a slower pace. And conversely, out of the classroom, it is a complete language learning application which serves individual away from his or her resident. And call is mostly concerned with autonomous learning, where learner may have chance to study independent from the teacher and organize their personal learning. Regarding the design of call materials and lists, reversing is grand that help learner practice and have remedial for certain parts they need. And the next, the application of call. Call applications are available including word processing, games, literature, corpus linguistic, computer-mediated communication, and research adapting other material for call and personal digital assistant or PDA. Next.
The requirement to implement call. Again concluded that the successful implementation of new technology requires special preconditions. Number 1, the support of senior management. Number 2, a whole school approach. Number 3, a designated language learning accommodation and a budget for staff training. Number 4, technician support. Number 5, technology literate teachers. Number 6, material development. Number 7, the purchase of good quality course material. But Sharma and Barrett also listed some factors that affect the technology usage in language learning. The factors cover the attitude of appropriate use of technology, teacher training related to novelty of the technology, teachers and learners' ability to access technology, and the cost factor to provide new technology. Next, failures of the call implementation for language learning. One of the most important advantages of the growth of call is that software vendors no longer feel bound to grammar practice as the main goal of computer use in the language classroom. The movement towards communicative teaching with computer is clearly expanding. The vocabulary software has started to be contextualized and to incorporate graphics, audio recording, and playback and video. More sophisticated error checking can provide students real help in the feedback they receive, directing them to further practice or moving them to the next stage. Those who need extra help with those aspects of language that improve with practice can use small, focused programs to give them additional time and assistance outside the regular class time. The writing process is another area where computers have added a great deal of value. Some programs help students in the pre-writing stage to generate and outline ideas. Most word processors now come with spelling checker, giving weak spellers some help in finding their errors and recognizing the correct spelling from a list of options. There are several components which offer some important opportunities. Those are multimodal practice with feedback, exploratory learning with large amounts of language data, real-life skill building in computer use, pair or small group work on projects, individualization in a large class, the fun factor, and a variety in the resource available and learning style use. Next.
The conclusion. CALL covers all learning processes using computers which advance the language skills of the learners. They have a long history of pedagogical development since 1950 until nowadays, which started with the simple program into microcomputers. Their implementations include many kinds of applications. However, there are only 8 types mentioned in this presentation. Based on these study cases, these implementations have some great values toward academic achievement, but the requirements to collaborate CALL with any classroom components must be considered in order to have a successful implementation. It includes that English language teaching through the CALL technique assists English teachers to provide quality-based education along with the development of English language teaching skills like speaking, writing, reading and pronunciation. Call English language teaching technique has also increased the effectiveness of English language teaching and learning both for the teachers and for the students. And we have discussed about the recommendation before. And the result of our recommendation is talking about this present study is conducted with the participants who were not selected randomly. And therefore, a convenient study sample had been utilized. However, the same study model and the process can be repeated with a larger population to maximize the scope of the integration of CALL in the language teaching process in non-native countries. It would be beneficial for future researchers and the students of CALL to gain proficiency in the latest technology to revolutionize it. Thanks.
Okay, that's all the explanation from our group. And if you have any question, you can send it to us. You just open my class and there is a discussion forum and you can drop your question there so we will answer it correctly and clearly. Thank you very much for your kind attention and I hope you all have a good day and always healthy. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.